uh, the way we should follow an approach, and why we should follow an approach, because when we go somewhere, when the project is given to us, let's say a penetration testing of a website, a penetration testing of an infrastructure, we should not be clueless as to where to start. So we should always have a plan in our mind, and this is what the intention of studying what are the steps that we are doing. So and this is also often asked in CEH exams. Like, for example, you will be asked to arrange the steps of ethical hacking in the right order. You might be asked what's the first step of ethical hacking. So from that exam perspective, this is also important. So just to recap, the first step is information gathering, also known as reconnaissance. And this is the most important step because we are not hackers with malicious intent. We are professional ethical hackers. So we need to find all the information of all the vectors from where a potential attack can take place. So if we have like 4 hours, or if we have 4 days to conduct an ethical hacking of the website or the infrastructure, we'll probably spend half the time, 2 hours or 2 days, just to gather information. So how do we do that? There are 2 methods of information gathering. One is active, one is passive. By passive, we don't actually access the system or the website. We gather information from public resources. For example, if it's a website, we try to look at LinkedIn. For example, who is the website developer of that company? If we can, get information from him. We try to find out the phone numbers of that company through maybe Google, and try to call and ask different questions. We try to find out where the office is located. There are different tools used for information gathering as well, including Google. We'll look into it later, but right now we're just discussing the steps. So what we need to understand is that passive information gathering means we don't actually connect to the website or the systems of the client. So the other one is active information gathering. Active information gathering means that, for example, we look at the website, let's say if it's an information, let's say if it's an infrastructure, then we might connect to the network through LAN. We might do net discover and find out how many ports are connected to that network. We might find out what is the subnet mask used, what is the IP range used, how many hosts are in that subnet, etc. What is the operating system running on those systems? If in case of a website, you might try to find out which technology it is built on, whether it's WordPress, PHP, etc. In the case of systems, we might like I said, there is operating system. In the case of websites, the other thing we do is known as GUIs. So GUIs is basically a term used to find out, let's say, where the website is hosted, as in the country, the company. For example, it might be hosted with Cybernet locally in Pakistan, it might be hosted with GoDaddy in the US. Why do we need to find out that? So for example, when we use a website, we find out the server on which it is hosted, and it is possible that more than one website is hosted on that particular service. So we use the website and we find out the server IP, and then we do reverse lookup, in which we see how many other websites are hosted on that server. Why do we do that? So there is a possibility that we don't find any vulnerability in the website that we are looking for, but there were other sites hosted on that server in which there were vulnerabilities. So we might exploit those vulnerabilities on the other websites and exploit the server on which it was hosted and probably hijack it. And as a result, all the websites will be hijacked. So it is possible that this particular website didn't have any vulnerability, but we did a reverse lookup. We found out what other websites are hosted, and maybe there was a vulnerability in the other websites. We hacked the server, and as a result, this website also got hacked. So this process of gathering information actively by directly connecting to the website of the system, active information gathering. Okay. So information gathering or reconnaissance has two steps. That being said, the next step is scanning. By scanning, we mean we actually scan directly which server with the server, as in which ports are running. So we have discussed what ports are, so I'm not going to repeat that. Maybe in the OSI layer, but not right now. Which ports are running, which services are running, which version of that services are running, if there is any endpoint protection running, etc. In the case of website, we find out if there are any vulnerabilities. So port scanning, vulnerability scanning are both parts of scanning. We can run operating system scan, we can run services scan, we can run port scan, we can run vulnerability scan, any scanning which sends a lot of packets to the server and queries different aspects of it, like the service, the version, which ports are open, etc. Is part of scan. Why is it different from information gathering? Because information gathering sends only one request. Let's say if it's a website, it only sends that I want to see this website or this page to the server, and the server simply replied to the website. But in the case of scanning, we're sending a lot of packets. We're asking, okay, if this port is open, this port is open, which services are running, which version of services are running. So it's a lot more than just one request to send us the website. That is why it's different. And the other aspect is it sends a lot of packets which can raise alerts on that system. So if I'm hosting a website, my normal expectation is that my clients will access the website. So it's normal. If I'm doing information gathering, that will not raise any alerts. But the moment someone tries to scan my ports on my servers, there might be alerts. I might get alerts, and that might trigger. But who is it that is scanning all the ports on my servers? Why is someone trying to find out the version of my services? So that is why it is different. And not in this country, but in other countries, it is illegal to do scanning of someone else's system, which you are not authorized to. So we don't do scanning unless we are permitted. So this was the second step. So once we find out which vulnerabilities are present, it can be through automatic vulnerability scanners, or it can be through the ports that we found out, or the services that we found out were running. According to that, we research which exploits are possible on those ports or on those services or on those vulnerabilities. So let's say port 22 is open, which is SSH on a Linux server. So this is a vulnerability because I can try to guess the password of the SSH. If I guess the password of the SSH, I have full control of the server. So this part where I found out that port 22 is open was scanning, and the part where I tried different passwords and one of them was correct is called exploitation. There are many different types of attacks. I'm just giving an example of one, but exploitation means you try to either access the system, you try to gather the data that is on that system. So it is possible that I did not have full access to the server, but I got the data that was required, maybe through SQL injection. Or the third aspect of exploitation or attack is DOS attack, in which I bring down the server. I could not gain access, I could not get any data, but I brought down the server. It was inaccessible. Someone else trying to access the website could not do it. DOS attack, denial of service attack. This was the third step. The fourth step is post-exploitation. So once I've, let's say, gained access to a server, I don't want to repeat the whole process every time. Which ports are open, and then try to run the exploit, get the password again. So what I want to do is create a backdoor. So even if, let's say, he changes the password after noticing that something has been done, I want to create a backdoor. For example, I might create a new user and set its password myself. So even if, let's say, the administrator is password of the system administrator from which I gained access, I can still access it next time, even if the password has changed through the new user that I create. This is just one example. There can be other things or other ways to create that. But the point is, I want to keep my access persistent. I don't want to repeat the whole process. Creating backdoors is post exploitation. The fifth part is covering tracks. So I don't want to be traced back. I did a lot of, malicious stuff. I don't want to be traced back. So what I do is, once I gain access to a system, I make sure that I delete the logs, or at least delete the logs of my entry. Like, someone tried to access the system from this particular IP. At least try to delete those lines, so that I cannot be traced back.